Hi, wig pals. Welcome back to All About That Fringe. I am wearing Delaney by Envy in the color chocolate cherry. Let me lean in here and see if you can see her. I tried to grab a couple pictures of her earlier before, and I'll post them on the All About That Fringe Facebook page. She's got a mono top. She is so comfortable. She's got an extended nape. Does she have an extended nape? I think so. Maybe not. Maybe. Oh, yep, she does. I was just I had her a little tilted. I have my wig grip on, and she was just a little tilted, and I didn't feel it. But she has an extended nape. She's got pretty decent coverage. Um, yeah, she's got pretty decent coverage. It's hard to see because it's nighttime right now, but the thing about her, I don't know if you remember, but I had posted a while back when she came in. She had some of the worst box hair that I had ever seen. She was kind of a mess. And I gave her a bath. I, did a little training, and then I put her back in the box. And the bangs just need a little bit of training again. If I had my water bottle with me, which I don't at this very moment, I just give her a little squirt and she'd be okay. But I've been wearing the bangs kind of like down and a little side swipey. I'm not sure what I want to do with them yet because she's cute. She's cute with them off. Ta-da. And she's cute with them like down and funky. And then she's also cute with them. There we go. Side swept, which is I think where I'm gonna leave them for now. Okay. So a couple little things. We're in the midst of the April giveaways. And for the April giveaways, there are 6 wigs, of which 3 will be awarded. And there are 2 in a category called brunette. And one is Amal and the other one is Regal. Regal's by Main Attraction. Amal is by Renee of Paris, I think. And then there is a category called Auburn, and in there is Seduction by Main Attraction in Apricot. And it's funny because I had taken a picture the first night when I was on Zoom, and she's really fiery red in the lighting of Zoom, and yet during the daylight almost looks sort of like this, I don't know, like if you take apricots and you make jam out of it, it gets that darker color once it's cooked. So apricot jam. Um, but almost like I'm having trouble coming up with a word for it. An auburny kind of, like if you took light brown and auburn and put them together, but it's not really light brown, it's not really blonde. In certain light, she looks a little blonder, and in certain light, she looks a little red. So I tried to give you a new picture on the Facebook page that kind of captures what she looks like, in most light, that sort of middle ground, so that she's not too subtle and she's not too bright, and what she looked like in most rooms and in most lighting, most natural lighting. And then the other one is Colleen by Aesthetica, and it's in R30 2826, which is a really cool color auburn. It's a favorite among the auburn lovers for sure. And then we have a category called Fun. And in Fun is Ellen Villa's Click in Aubergine Mix. And then the other choice is Peyton by Henry Margaux in the 10613 GR, which is kind of like, you might call it a blonde, but it's sort of like a platinum, a white. It's got like funky stuff going on. It's really, really pretty. And so I put it in the fun category because it's not your normal kind of like I'm on a blonde wig thing. And I think a lot of people, I have another Peyton, and I have several in that same, several other styles in that same color. So it was one of the reasons I decided I haven't worn this. It would be a good idea to use it for a choice for the gift away. But it's really funny because it's a style that if you look at the picture, and this is true of most Henry Margaux, it's true of most stock photos for helper hair. but in particular for Peyton. Peyton, and I think the other one is like Paige by Henry Margu. You look at these pictures and you're like, what is going on with that helmet thing, whatever? And it doesn't look like that at all. They're really, really nice styles. So I don't know. I just thought I'd do Peyton a favor and show her to the world. And I think that most people don't know what she looks like. A couple of people said they really like the style of Amal, which is in the brunette category. And I think the Peyton and the Amal have a very, very similar kind of shape and look to them in the long run. And they both have enough body and density to them. Like they're sort of they're more like a medium, maybe density, not like a bell truss. They've got more body to them. They stay where you put them. Um, but they're not really, really heavy. Um, but what's really neat about them is you can style them in so many different ways and get so many different looks out of them. And then with Click, you can like spike her up or you can like smooth her down. And I think with Colleen, the same is true. You can really get a lot of volume out of her. And in the picture that I have posted, I have her kind of like tightly, ear tucked. Seduction is a little bit longer than I realized she was from the stock photos. She's really pretty, but to me, she's very, very close to Scarlet by Henry Margu, because Henry Margu also makes the main attraction line. And so very, 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 very close. And 27 AH in Henry Margu is the same as Apricot in main attraction. And I have Scarlet in that color, and it could almost be the exact same wig. And I've worn that one. So again, here we go. It has a lace front. Scarlet has a lace front and also a month apart. So it's sort of like the main difference between them. But otherwise, they're very, very, very similar. Has a little bit of a Fiona style look to it in the way it can flip or not flip, if that's what you want. Anyway, long story short about those. What did I not say? Oh, I didn't say very much about Regal. My picture of Regal doesn't really do her justice. I think she's got a lot of styling options. She's pretty low density though. And she's a darker color. She's an espresso, whereas Amal is that macadamia LR. So she's got a little bit longer of a root, darker root, which almost makes it look kind of interesting natural grow out. But what it does is it kind of gives it that, if you've seen Melted Marshmallow, how it kind of has like a gradient shade to it, Amal does that a little bit too. So I just figured I'd talk to you a little bit about the giveaways. And also, I won't make this too long, but I just wanted to give you a little heads up. One of the things that we're going to be doing this week is we're going to be launching another Facebook page. Why would we do this? Well, we set up All About That Fringe as a page. And what that means is I can post on it. You can comment. You can review if you've purchased something from my personal collection. You can participate in these giveaways, which I hope that, I'm fortunate enough to still be able to continue to do. But I can't do all of that. And there are plenty of really good sites out there that, are doing outreach and good videos that aren't my videos. There are other people's videos that I think are worth sharing. And I'm not, tied to any one place in terms of being able to share videos and say, this place did this really cool video, or this person did this really cool video, and to be able to maybe share some more of those resources with you. Like there's one in particular that I just love for sea salt spray that Taz does. And it's just my favorite one on that. And I just love how she does it. And yet I really, really like the way that Patti from Patti's Pearls does bangs. So, there are different people that I think we can use in terms of resources on that page, and we could put them on the basic All About That Fringe page. But you know what? You have resources to share too. And I want you to be able to do that. And so my admit team and I have thought that a group rather than a page will allow you to participate. It'll allow you to post more of your own photos. We're creating um, albums for each brand. So if you want to look through Beltress and see all the Beltress styles that the admin team has, you can see them, but then you'll also be able to see the members all in one place, and in those comments. And then you'll also be able to see each of the styles. And so let's just say I post one of my Tiranis, because I love Tirani. And so I post one of my Tiranis and I post the one that's in British milk tea. Well, you might want to post in that same, under that same picture, your Tirani in British milk tea, or maybe just your Tirani in another color, or maybe your British milk tea. So in another style. So it'll give people a place to kind of say, oh, I have this, but kind of keep it more contained and you're not bombarded with a whole bunch of different things going on in a lot of directions. We thought it would be sort of a neat way to organize things. And also, like I said, there are a lot of places that do outreach. So if you or someone you know needs help getting helper hair, you know, it's not just my gift-aways. There are plenty of other places that can help, or do fundraisers to help other people. I know people in this community, you know, whether it's hair loss or other reasons why, you know, you're using helper hair, or just because it makes life easier, because I'm learning that it does, um, to not have to spend all those hours, you know, styling, etc. You can do your updo, put it on a stand, and the next day pop on your updo, right? Um, and not worry about the rain just tore that down, or the wind just tore that down. So anyway, I'm starting to get a little tangential here, so I'm going to just wrap it up. But look out for this group. I think it's going to be so much fun, and it'll be one of the challenges this week to join the group. So we're not there yet, but look for it because it'll come later on in this week. And if you're already here and you've subscribed, thank you. If you are here for the first time or you haven't already subscribed, please, please, please press the subscribe button. We're a little humble channel, but we really love being able to outreach and say hey, and maybe share a laugh or two, or, you know, I don't know, do you have a drinking game? Drinking tea, that's what I'm suggesting here, of how many times my hands come flying up in the screen. I don't know, we'll have some fun with whatever it is that we do going forward, and we'll also work to make it really meaningful. Thanks for being part of our community. Take care. Till next time.